Welcome. Scott here. I will be covering on the character event which will feature a new character Jessie from Final Fantasy VII. The event synergy units are Jessie, Barret, Snow, and Penelo. Jessie will be joining the crew with her kit and FR making their debut. Snow will be getting his force enhancements. We will be fighting 3 Gehpanzer, which has 100 million HP each. The turn requirement is 75. The HP requirements is 5000. Before I continue further, here is a small disclaimer clause for the video. The guide is written based on the time that the event was released for the Japanese version. Please do note that it is possible that the boss fight mechanics might differ when the actual event is released in global. Like most other Shinryu fights, the boss gains increased brave damage and gain resistances at start of the fight and 79% HP threshold. Bringing a support like Lunafreya, Charlotta, Aerith, Ramza, Yuna, Iroha, Penelo, Selpha that grants damage boosting aura will make your fight easier. As the boss gains substantial boost to their defenses with the auras, it is important to inflict debuffs that lower their defenses. On the screen I have listed down the key utility that you can consider when forming your party for this fight. Depending on your team comp, the types of utility will differ a lot. The bosses don't have a lot of HP attack other than its single target HP attack charge ray. The issue is its force ability. Its force ability will issue a KO attack at force time turn 1 unless you cancel it. The only FR to date that cancel the effect is Jessie and Fujin. As long as you manage to activate your force time and kill the boss before they activate theirs, this should be a relatively easy fight. For examples of AoE delayers, you can consider Jessie, Fujin, Sabin, Cloud of Darkness, Setzer, Cypher, Quistis, Selpha, or Cloud. As the boss gains heavy brave resistances, you need to use either brave resistance ignore mechanics like Setzer, Kate Sith, Charlotta, Snow, or Penelo's BT auras. Otherwise, the standard elemental enchant and imperil will work as well. As they can gain tremendous amount of brave with its brave attacks and gain a lot of brave during its force time, you can consider bringing gravity shaving units like Penelo, Barret's, Ultimecia, X-Death. Alternatively, you can get them broken instantly with instant break units like Arthan, Strago, Dorgan, Gabrinth, Trey, or Lon and Ren. Ignore defense also works here with Sabin, Orin, Beatrix, Machina, and Noelle. As the boss HP attacks are mainly single target, cover tanks will work wonders here. Orin, Glove, Gladio will work well. You can make use of trap debuffs attackers like Machina, Sice, or Minwoo. Off-turn counter mechanics units like Core, Beatrix, and Dorgan will work well here as well. As we are no longer have Lufania Plus fights, the boss guide will be focused primarily on Shinryu fights. In Shinryu, you need to understand the effects gained by the boss as the force gauge build up, its force ability and its force time effect. If you don't bring any force chargers, it is highly certain that the boss force gauge will build up faster than yours. To have a better understanding on the basics of the force gauge mechanics and Shinryu fights, I have done a video explaining the mechanics. I have included the link to the video under the comments and video description for your quick reference. When the force gauge is between 10% to 50%, it will gain brave resistances against all weapon types by 30%. When the force gauge is equal or greater than 30%, it will further reduce your party attack by 100%. When the force gauge is equal or greater than 50%, it will increase the weapon type resistances to 50%. When the force gauge is equal or greater than 70%, it will gain speed up by 50%. The boss force gauge will build up faster as its HP is lowered. You can refer to the table on the screen for the percentages. At the 100% threshold, the main boss will use its force ability, Vertical Missile Plus. The boss force ability, Vertical Missile Plus will result the boss to raise its max brave cap and gains brave that equates to 200% of its current max brave. It will follow by an AoE brave attack. Upon using the force ability, the boss will enter into its force time where the gauge will start to emit a red hue with a counter of 4 on its gauge. When the force time is activated, the boss will gain the following enhancements. A. Party heals HP by 80% of HP damage received. Effectively all the attacks you dealt to the boss will be reduced to 20%. B. The boss will further increase its brave resistance by 70%. C. When the force time is at 1, the boss will use Charge Ray Plus, which instantly dispel all buffs and KO the target. To cancel the boss force time, you need to deal its force weakness, which is using a ranged force ability that delays the target. The FR that meets the condition is Jessie and Fujin. Due to the KO attacks that it has from its force time, it is best not let the boss activate its force time unless you have means to cancel it. Bringing a force charger will definitely help a lot for the fight. Now let's go through the fight key mechanics. The boss has 2 basic attacks and rotate between the 2 attacks. Maneuverable Destruction is a single target brave attack and grants itself 50% attack up for 5 turns. Charge Ray is reset break status, single target ranged guaranteed hit brave plus HP attack. It will also inflict a 30% speed down for 5 turns. If you can't reduce the boss brave sufficiently, it will most probably be constantly spamming this attack. Before I end the guide, let's cover a bit on the featured FR unit. Jessie is a new character, so I will cover briefly on her kit before I go through her FR conditions. She is a ranged-based AoE delayer with turn manipulation utility. Her S1 spinning back kick is single target brave plus HP attack with 50% splash and delays all target turns by 2. The skill will grant her framed buff Avalanche's Provisioner. The buff raises the party max brave and attack. Her S2 Uprising is a brave gain off Jessie's attack, followed by AoE brave plus HP attack. Before using the skills, it allows you to choose an ally turn to move after Jessie's turn. Her EX The Show Must Go On is a brave gain off Jessie's attack followed by AoE brave plus HP attack. It will also fill up her X gauge to max. Before using the attack, it allows you bring forward other party members' turn forward after her turn. The skill also grants her buff Top Billing Tonight, which will raises the party's attack, max brave, brave gains and stolen brave overflow. Her LD Surefire Drop is another brave gain off Jessie's attack, followed by an AoE brave plus HP that deals full HP damage and delays all targets' turns by 2. Before using the attack, it allows you to select an ally to move the ally turn before her turn. The skill will grant her framed buff, I Never Miss, where it will raise her brave and max brave cap, brave damage, brave gains, and party brave gain overflow. His FR partner is Maria. His FR My Life My Road is AoE brave plus HP and delays all targets by 2 turns. Now let's briefly go through her force condition. 1. Use a ranged ability will grants you 20% HP damage bonus. 2. Move ally turn or delay enemy turn will grant you 20% HP damage bonus. Other than Jessie, ranged units that delay the target are Cypher, Cloud, Setzer, Arania, Dark Knight Cecil, Fujin, Kane, Sid Highwind, and Kais. For turn manipulation, you can consider using Sid Reigns, Rem, Afma, Ignis, or Onion Knight. Jessie is the game first ranged based turn manipulator. 3. You will get 40% HP damage bonus when the unit's previous turn is an ally turn. In general, it is an attacking FR that benefit boss no turns strategy. The effect of this FR will greatly reduce against bosses that are immune to delay. Using a ranged attacker that delays will most likely meet the full HP damage conditions. It is worth noting that Jessie auras are pretty limited and she is more useful for her delay and turn manipulation utility. With this, I have come to the end of my boss guide presentation. Hopefully you find it useful. If you like the video, please give a like. Please subscribe to my channel for future gaming content. Good luck for the fight in the coming days. Bye.